Our spotlight story tonight is about the Priest Rapids Fish Hatchery, where Chinook salmon are coming in at an all-time high. Reporter Jeff Chu has the story.
The fall run of Chinook salmon is coming home to Priest Rapids Fish Hatchery in record numbers. Todd Pearsons is senior fisheries scientist with Grant County Public Utility District, which owns and operates the hatchery south of the Desert Air community on the Columbia River. He said so far, Washington State Department of Fish and Wildlife staffers who operate the hatchery for the PUD have counted about 45,000 fall Chinook. That's up from 42,000 in 2013. Salmon can be as large as 60 pounds.
And in order for records to be set, you have to have great things happening in the freshwater environment, the migration corridor, and in the ocean. And those things have all lined up, and that's one of the reasons why we're having records.
The hatchery has been around since 1963 when dams were built on the river for power generation. In 2012, it received several upgrades to make it more efficient and productive. Pearsons explained how the hatchery process works.
We collect the fish down at our trap that we visited earlier on in the day here, and that's about, a half mile to a mile downstream of here. Those fish get loaded up into a truck, then they go into a center channel here. They're sorted. The fish are put into adult holding ponds until they're ready to be spawned. They then get crowded up. We spawn the fish. Eggs and milk are put together. We then go into the incubation room where those fish are incubated until the fry stage. Then in the winter time, they start getting put out into hatchery raceways on the other side of the building here. And then finally, we do the final polishing in our holding ponds, which are just adjacent to the hatchery raceways. Then the fish migrate out down through a 1 mile long channel. They enter the Columbia River, then out to the ocean, and then hopefully people will have the opportunity to catch them, or they will come back to the hatchery or spawn in the Hanford Reach.
Mature fish are measured, tissue sampled, and harvested for regional food banks.
We'll take about 13 million eggs into the facility, and we will release about 7.3 million fish from this facility, and we will take about 3.7 million eggs down to Bonneville Dam for the Army Corps of Engineers program down there.
Pearsons described the improvements made to the facility. They include a new adult holding pond, a new incubation building, new early rearing raceways, and modifications to the rearing ponds to raise an additional 2.1 million fish. Project cost was about $16 million.
We also improved the way that we handle fish for sorting, so we put in an electroanesthesia unit. So that helps there as well. We've also just updated a lot of the facility. We improved the trap. We do a lot more water-to-water transfer of our fish.
The results of the improvements are putting smiles on the faces of PUD officials such as Pearsons, who like what they see. I'm Jeff Chu for iFIBER 1 News.
We'll be right back after this.